Hey guys, it's Alex with Alex's Reef. So, as you can tell, this tank has turned into an absolute disaster here. It was kind of a bad month. Just everything that could go wrong went wrong. Started to have an outbreak of green hair algae, and was doing water changes, and nothing was coming about. Noticed that a couple of my corals started to act funny, like my frog spawn and my acan. They both kind of shriveled up, went really small, and then my galaxia went from being out all the time to it had shriveled up as well. The Lobo was doing just fine, but then one day after I kind of noticed all this happening, I woke up the next morning and my Lobo had brown jellied, and the frog spawn had turned to brown jelly, and the galaxia was peeling away. Well, I had found a black beetle in the tank later, so who knows what kind of pesticides or outside toxins it brought in. So I ordered some phosguard, purigen, and stability to kind of help get the tank back on the track. Of course, the phosguard will take care of the phosphate and silicates in the tank. Purigen kind of takes care of a large organic-based problem, and then the stability is just bacteria. So here's the tank again right before I go and I add all the stuff to it. And as you can tell, it's kind of gone everywhere. Got green hair, got cyanobacteria kind of everywhere. Some of the corals even are growing green hair on them. So as you can tell, the galaxia there, it looks dead. At this time, there's only a couple of heads on it that we're still staying and struggling and hanging in there. And I was hoping that even if, one or two of the heads lived, it could possibly come back. And unfortunately, here in a little bit, we'll see it doesn't make it either, which is sad. So here I have the phosguard, the purigen, and the stability. So we're going to open them up and take a look at them real quick. Like I said, phosguard is meant to help deal with phosphates and silicates, and here's the big difference between purigen and phosguard. Yes, both of them are a sphere-shaped media, but purigen is a super tiny bead. Thank goodness it comes in its own bag, although it could probably fit in my Red Sea filter bag. It's pretty stitched pretty tightly. So, but the phosguard though can go in there. For a tank that's about 20 gallons or so, or even up to 25 gallons, you probably only need about 100 milliliters of phosguard for that tank, and it's going to get pulled out in about 4 days. So even if you wanted to put less than that in there for the initial 4-day period when it goes in, you could. But the big difference, like I said, phosguard is going to deal with the phosphates, and it's going to drop them pretty quick. It's very aggressive in how it does it. So if you're running GFO, you just stick to the GFO. If you're not using GFO and you're running a nano tank and you notice that you start having your phosphates creep up and you want to start to drop them rapidly, phosguard is the way to go. Now there is an argument here though, because of the phosguard, what it's made of, which is an aluminum product. A lot of people believe that phosguard will leach aluminum back into your system, but testing from CChem and any other testing, they show that even if it does leach the aluminum, it's not a toxic amount into your aquarium. So if you follow the guidelines, you'll do just fine. So there was me preparing the medias, and of course I haven't put them into the tank yet. So here we go from today. Just another quick shot. As you can see, the algae has gone everywhere in the tank. It overtook the galaxia coral and killed off the last couple heads that were on it, so it's gone. A couple corals are flipped around there. Some of the rocks are moved around because I think what I'm going to do is move them around. What I've realized is that although this USA current pump here off to the side that you can see there on the left, it's rated for 660 gallons per hour, but versus my Tunzi pump that I have that's 660, it doesn't push anywhere near that amount of water. It's pushing about 200 gallons of water. So I put in an old MP or WP10 Jabo pump to help move it around.